What is up, my friends? It is Friday night. It is the transfer news roundup, and my goodness, have I got a lot of information for you guys tonight. We're going to be asking, will FSG dip their toes even further into the world of golf? We're going to be giving you updates around the situation with Andre and his proposed move to Liverpool. One publication's going to look a little bit foolish as we say that they've been hoodwinked. We're also going to speak about a blast from the past, a defender who Liverpool have been linked with previously and have been linked with again. But as always, we want to know your thoughts on these subjects, so do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and most of all, hit that subscribe button. Pleased to say that this week we hit 225,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 250 before the end of the calendar year. It's a big ask, but you guys have been amazing to us on this journey, so if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. So look, as I said, we take on Luton this weekend. It's a 4:30 kickoff on Sunday. We will be live here on Anfield Agenda from 3:30, and as an Irishman, that's a very difficult sentence to say. 3:30, 33 and a third. You wanted me to say it, let's be honest. So hope to see you with us for that. But look, I'm going to get straight into it tonight, and the outlet that I think are going to have a little bit of egg on their face, and I say this lovingly, not to mock them, but it's the Echo, because we were about to run with a similar story, but we did our research and found out that the journalist that they're crediting with this information is actually an ITK, and they shouldn't have run it, in our opinion. But I'll read it out to you anyway. It said, Liverpool have reportedly reached a verbal agreement with Andre Trinidad. They go on to speak about, according to journalist Francois Plateau, the Brazilian international has already reached a verbal agreement. So he's an ITK. He's not really a real journalist, and I don't think, well, in our opinion, he's not a real journalist. So we're not going to bring you that story with terms agreed because we can't stand over it. But I do think that our friends at the Echo, and again, I say this lovingly, need to research a little bit further before posting this stuff, because a cursory glance at the account let us know we probably shouldn't be pinning our colours to that mast. But we do have some real information on Andre Trinidad. Firstly, we'll start off with a couple of comments from him ahead of the Copa Libertadores final, which takes place tomorrow, Saturday. It'll be on BBC 3. I think it's an 8 p.m. start, if I'm not mistaken, where Fluminense are taking on Boca Juniors for the right to lift that title. Two players Liverpool are interested in, one on each side. Obviously, Andre Trinidad from the Fluminense point of view, and on the other side, Ezequiel Fernandez. But we're going to stick with Andre, and he has had a couple of little comments to say ahead of the final. He said, it's all about enjoying this week, that it's special. Today was the last training day, and tonight I'll play my video game normally, as I always do. But for a more in-depth analysis of where we really are with this, we're going to take you over to Tim Vickery, who was writing a piece for ESPN. Tim said that Andre was very close to joining Liverpool in the summer, and goes on to say that it could still happen. And look, I really do think we will bring Andre in January. At this point, it seems almost a formality, but they do say that, Tim Vickery does say that the Copa Libertadores final is of course where his focus is at the moment, but we wanted to bring that to you because look, I'm starting to get excited about the idea of Andre becoming a Liverpool player. I think you guys probably are as well, but we did set out to bring you the terms agreed, but when we looked into it, when we asked the people that was opinion that we value, we couldn't quantify that was a true statement, so we decided to just push that story to the side. But I have told you the two other subjects I want to speak about tonight, and one of them is FSG. Are they about to dip their toes into the world of golf even more? So according to golf reporter Alan Shipnook, Liverpool owners FSG have apparently put in a monster bid to out-trump Saudi Arabia's public investment fund to combine the efforts of Live Golf with the PGA Tour. So it looks like FSG are trying to come in there as an investor and partner up with the PGA rather than letting Live Golf get all the gravy. Is that the right term? It goes on to say that the sports civil war between the two companies have been competing at the top level of golf since 2022. A deal was seemingly struck in June to combine Live Golf and the PGA Tour into one, but the PGA Tour has so far rejected all other advances of investment. But FSG's offer is significantly higher according to this report, and that they do think there is room for negotiation there with the PGA. They go on to say this isn't the American investment company FSG's first rodeo. They've already invested in Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy's TGL Indoor League, which is set to begin next year. So look, I guess my question to you guys is, do you think if FSG go in again with the PGA and divert their attention elsewhere? Will Liverpool suffer? Will the Red Sox suffer? Or are they in expansion mode? As they've said previously, I'm taking you back to previous statements from people involved in FSG that have said that they are in expansion mode. They're looking to add more strings to their bow. I'm okay with all of this as long as Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are at the top of this pyramid. Because whatever happens, I want Liverpool to be the most valuable asset. I want Liverpool to be the aim of all of this money, to make sure Liverpool are better. Look, I'm biased. I'm sure Red Sox fans want the same. But as long as it doesn't interfere with Liverpool, as long as Liverpool still have the best people in place doing the best jobs, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. But I'm aware I'm not a big golf fan. You guys out there, a lot of you probably play and watch golf. Is this a massive bit of news? Is the PGA Tour going to team up with FSG, or is that deal with Live Golf so far along that it's probably unshakable? I mean, it's taken a while for them to sign off on it, but again, it just shows you that FSG, as I said, are in expansion mode. Now, I also mentioned that we had a bit of a blast from the past, right? So, fresh off the back of our victory over Bournemouth in the League Cup, booking our place in the quarterfinals, of course, where we will take on West Ham at Anfield. That game's been confirmed, being on Sky, by the way, so you'll get to watch that one. Good news on that. It's going to be on Sky. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff. Can't remember the date off the top of my head. I want to say it's the 10th or 12th of December, something like that. But there is a report from TalkSport to say that Liverpool are looking at Bournemouth's defender Lloyd Kelly. Remember him? We were linked with him strongly before he moved to Bournemouth, but TalkSport say that Liverpool are still admirers of Lloyd Kelly. They go on to say that AC Milan, Juventus are also keeping tabs on the player. Spurs also interested. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think his contract is out soon at Bournemouth, so maybe that's why we're seeing all these clubs linked with them. They go on to say that they had an offer rejected in the summer, Spurs that is, and regard him as a high priority, whilst Liverpool and Newcastle are also keeping tabs on Lloyd Kelly's progress. And I understand this, I do, because we do need a fullback. We need somebody who can be utilised on both sides and maybe even through the centre if we need it. But Lloyd Kelly, I've been quite impressed with him, to be honest with you, and when we were linked with him in the past, I wasn't too angry about it. Again, though, I'm sure there are people who've watched more of Bournemouth than I have this season, so would you be happy if Lloyd Kelly came in? Let's say we then brought in a centre-back and Andre. I'm not expecting all this in January, by the way. I'm just expecting Andre in January, if I'm being honest. So that is pretty much it tonight, my friends. We want to know your thoughts on all of those topics. Do get yourselves over to our other channel as well, Top of the League. You can scan the QR code on the screen to get over there, because I'm about to record a video on the situation at Manchester United. Is Erik ten Hag really the problem, or even if they do twist and change managers, are they going to have the same issue? So again, do keep an eye out for that one. But if I don't see you over the weekend, I hope to see you on Sunday. 3:30 is when we'll be live here on Anfield Agenda for the watch along. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching, but mostly thank you for your incredible support of the channel. It means the world to us. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.